Support for Radio Friends comes from Veterinary Financial, where they work to ensure a lifetime of financial security for people from all walks of life, from investment services to retirement plans. If you're looking for a trustworthy company that has the experience and knowledge to put your interests first, contact Veterinary Financial, a community-based investment counseling firm since 1966. Learn more at lebrunery.com or by calling 573-449-5313. Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Monday, October the 1st. Pleasure to have you with us. I've got another one of my good friends, Dr. C.B. Chastain, with us. Good to have you, C.B. Pet health news, and today we're going to talk about coyotes?
Yeah. There's an article recently in the paper about could a coyote have taken someone's cat?
Well, absolutely.
Absolutely. That's right. People don't really realize how many coyotes there are in Missouri. Because
out where I live, all you have to do is stand outside at night and you hear the coyotes talking back and forth to each other.
That's right. You can hear them real easily, but you don't see them. They were revered by American Indians because they were so wily. They were thieves, and they were regarded for their intelligence and their ability to steal.
Now, are they a distant cousin of the dogs or pretty close?
They're pretty close, yeah. Dogs and wolves, yeah.
Now, are coyotes in the city limits, in the city of Columbia?
That's what's interesting about, another thing that's interesting about coyotes is that they aren't really bothered by human smell, but they don't like to see humans. And they hunt in the early evening and the late morning. Mm-hmm. And so people usually don't see them, even though they live close to people.
Yeah. Now, of course, I live about 30 miles north of town, and you live on the other end of Boone County, out in the country also. So you're hearing them out there.
Oh, definitely.
And we hear them also.
I rarely see them, but I hear them frequently.
Now, you mentioned about the cats. Mm-hmm. You shouldn't let your cats out.
No, you shouldn't let them out at night. Now, if they're a healthy adult cat with street smarts, they'll probably be okay because they can climb and get away from them pretty fast. But if they're an older cat, a young cat, or a cat that isn't acquainted about being around dogs and other cats and wildlife, they could be killed. And what will happen is that there won't be any remains of them, so people will just They just disappear. They just disappear. And the same is true of small dogs. If they're under 20 pounds, you shouldn't let them out alone after dark.
Well, I don't think you should let your pet out alone at all.
Well, no, but I have a large fenced backyard, and so I let our dogs out to do their business in the evening before they go to bed. But
can the coyotes get in the fence?
They could, yeah. There's some places where they could, and but we have one small dog that's under 20 pounds. There's the ones at risk, and then we have a dog that's over 35 pounds that isn't scared of anything. That's the small dog's bodyguard. So
yeah, but that's interesting. So if just don't let your cats out or your small dogs out after dark. Right. Watch out for the coyotes, even if you're in the city.
A couple other things you can do is to keep your trash cans tightly sealed if they're outdoors, if you don't keep them in the garage and stuff, because that'll attract coyotes. Okay. Don't leave dog or cat food outdoors after dark, because it'll attract them.
All right, and if you want more information, we're out of time, CB. I know you could go on talking, but I appreciate you coming by. The bottom line is don't let the dogs and cats out at nighttime if you're concerned about the coyotes. If you want more information, you can go to the website vhc.missouri.edu. Again, that's vhc.missouri.edu. Now we have a newcomer to Radio Friends and to the city of Columbia. We welcome you with open arms. Ruby Bailey. Good to have you here, Ruby.
Thank you. It's so good to be here.
And Ruby, you are the executive editor of the Columbia Missourian and chair of
Community Newspaper Management.
Chair of Community Newspaper Management.
Yes.
Okay. Now, How does it feel to be in Columbia?
Columbia is a wonderful town. I am enjoying myself greatly. Folks are a very nice mixture of Southern and Midwestern, and I'm a mixture of Southern and Midwestern, so I appreciate both. That Southern hospitality and that Midwestern simple kindness, and very laid back. So
Yeah.
I'm a mixture
So
of
you
both.
came from Detroit.
Originally born and raised in Detroit. Spent the bulk of my journalism career working for Detroit newspapers, 7 years in Washington, D.C. for the Detroit Free Press, then back to Detroit, then to Sacramento, to the Sacramento Bee, 4.5 years there, then to Missouri.
So how does it feel coming from the Sacramento Bee to working for the Columbia Missourian?
It feels a lot like home for me in a lot of ways. It also gives me an opportunity to really focus on community journalism, which I love. The Sacramento Bee was very much a community newspaper in the sense that I would always meet people who used to be carriers there, or they had a parent who worked there, or some sort of thing like that, or they've been taking it for 30, 40 years. You find that same thing here. You find folks who are really entrenched in the community and who are really connected to the local paper, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, the Missourian, 108 years old? 109
10.
years.
10.
You're right, 110. Well, you should know.
I should,
you're-
yeah. Just turned 110.
That-
Yeah.
Because you did a feature story on
Yes,
it.
yes.
Was it last week?
Friday or Saturday? I missed the cake, though. That was the only thing. I missed the cake.
Yeah, from 1908.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I wish you continued success in
Thank
your
you.
career, but do you see any changes coming with your stewardship of the Missourian?
Some, yes. I think that we'll do things a little bit differently, but some things won't change at all. Our commitment to delivering the best news possible and to
And
our
you do a
right.
good job.
Well, thank you. We
You do
appreciate
a
that.
really good job. I'm impressed with the Missourian because you're dealing with a constant turnover of reporters and you're teaching at the same time, but you've got a wonderful mix of community news in there.
I would agree. I take no credit. Obviously, I just got here yesterday, basically. So that's all due to the faculty editors there. They are amazing to me. I watch, I learn. I've learned so much. And I just hope to contribute where I can. And of course, our student journalists, they are amazing in and of themselves, all on their own. They really are.
Oh, they do a wonderful,
Yeah, they do.
and they fact check. They fact check. That's important.
Very, very, especially in this day and age.
Yeah. Anything else that you want to add in the short time that we have left?
Well, I would like to make a plug, if I may.
Sure.
We are taking nominations for our Progress Awards, and you can nominate someone who is really moving our community forward. We're really looking for folks who are unsung, who people may not know about, and you can do that at Columbia Missourian // Progress.
Okay. So if you want to nominate somebody who is an unsung hero
Yes.
in the community, you're looking for them.
We are looking for those people.
Okay. Ruby, thank you so much for coming by. I wish you the best of luck
Thank
here.
you.
So you plan to settle here for a long time now?
I bought a house here. My dog is here. We're here.
Okay. Just don't let the dog out at nighttime.
Never.
Watch out for the coyote. All right. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for coming by today. We're out of time tomorrow. Residents' Right Month and Out of the Darkness Walk. Bye-bye.